Amy, and I asked for some topics on my Facebook group and Instagram, and the one topic that a lot of people wanted to know more about was the feminine cycle. And so for the next month plus a little bit, we are gonna go over the feminine cycle and how to support it through diet and exercise. And then we will also do like a workout video that aligns with that part of our cycle. So this week is just gonna be an overview. There's not gonna be a workout this week, but for every other one, we will do a phase of the feminine cycle plus a workout, plus we'll talk about how to support it through diet. So here we go. So there is a difference, obviously, between men and women. And I thought a good place to start is the differences that we have in our cycles. So a male's cycle is 24 hours. So their cycle aligns with the sun. They reset every morning. So they can have a stressful day. They can wake up in the morning and be ready to go. It won't affect them. I mean, to a certain degree, obviously, right? Whereas our cycle is 28 days, give or take. So anywhere from 24 to 31 days-ish can be normal cycle for women, but the average is 28 days, and that's because our cycle aligns with the moon. So just like the moon has the phases, that's the same with us. So a lot of women have the 28-day cycle the same as the lunar cycle, but there can be variances in that, especially when you are just beginning your cycle. So when you're young and first getting your period, your cycle may be all over the place. It might be heavy 1 month, it might be light 1 month, it might just be every 3 weeks, every 6 weeks, whatever. That's just normal as your hormones get more adjusted. The same thing happens as your cycle is leaving your body, as you're starting to go towards menopause. Same thing happens, your cycle may end up going longer, you may have some fluctuations there as well, and it'll get more and more stretched out. But for people that have had their period for a number of years and are kind of in that middle part, their cycle regulates to a certain degree. So each phase of our cycle lines up with a season in the year. So when we start, our first day of our cycle is menstruation, and this can be anywhere, sorry, I'm trying to look, from 1 to 7 days of your cycle. Most end around 5 days, but some go as long as 7 days. That's our menstruation. We call that our inner winter. So this is, when you think about winter time for you, when it's actually happening as a season, you're a little bit colder, your energy is lower because it's darker out. Same thing happens with us, with our bodies. So we're gonna be a little bit lower energy here. We're gonna want coziness. We're not gonna wanna do a whole lot. This is a great time to just think about planning, doing things that don't require high energy. And you also might be just a little bit more melancholy. Your whole cycle, the whole point of it is to bring life into this world, right? So whether you want to get pregnant or not, when you shed that lining, that thing, like you're either pregnant or you're going to have a period. And so sometimes even if you didn't want to be pregnant, you might still be sad during that time. It's all very normal. We move from the menstruation phase into the follicular phase. And this is anywhere from 5 to day 10 of your cycle. We call this the spring. This is when the egg is getting ready to be released from your fallopian tube. So it's coming down, life is beginning. You're gonna start feeling a little more energy. You're gonna be ready to start some new things. So you're just feeling a lot better during this time. And then you move from there. Also, I should note that your energy for your cycle is like a bell curve. So menstruation, you start low, and then when you get to your ovulation, you're gonna be at your highest, and then you'll go back down as you get closer to menstruation. So when you're ovulating, you are just like at the top of your game. You feel great. This is the time to be social, to get out, and you just have more confidence. I thought this is really interesting, is that your bone structure actually changes when you're ovulating. So it actually makes you more attractive. You feel more attractive. So this is the time to just go out, have fun, be more social, and just to use that energy to your advantage. And this part can be anywhere from day 11 to day 15 of your cycle. Ovulation is short, you have a short window, and this is also the time that you can get pregnant. So you just have a short window in your cycle of when you can actually get pregnant. And then from there, you're gonna go into your luteal phase. This is the longest phase of your cycle. It can start as early as day 12 and go all the way to 28. Somewhere between day 12 and day 16, you'll be in your luteal phase. And this is where progesterone is the highest, estrogen is the lowest, and you're a little bit more steady. This is the time to get organized, to get projects done. And you're gonna start with high energy and it's gonna go to low energy. So going back to men having a 24-hour cycle, us having a 28-day cycle, and you can tell it's much more complicated than the man's cycle. And this is just good to know. It's good to just be aware, like, you know, how you have some weeks where you feel really confident, some weeks where you don't. And it could just be a matter of where you're at in your cycle. And so once you realize that and kind of embrace it, you can plan for those times when you're gonna be at the top of your game to get more stuff done, when you know you're gonna be a little bit lower, to have things that don't require so much of your mental attention during that time. Also, one thing to note is that a lot of diets and health studies are done on men because their cycle is so consistent. They are the same day in and day out. Every day is pretty much the same. Their hormones do not fluctuate like ours do. And so if you have tried a diet that has had good results and it just doesn't work for you, it could be because it was studied on men and not on women. And so it is important to just really listen to your body, to do things that are kind to your body, and to treat it differently than we would treat a man's body. So we will get into that more and more in the upcoming weeks, but I just wanted to give you an overview of what we're gonna be talking about and what we're gonna be doing for this next month. If you have any questions, please drop them below. Also, if you have any other topics that you would like me to go a little bit more in depth on, put those below too. I love getting suggestions from you. I really want to answer the questions that you have. And I will see you guys again next week. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.